Greetings this morning. Good morning. Salute to everybody, man. Gonna make this a wonderful day. You know what I'm saying? Gonna make it a wonderful day. We had a cool live stream prior to this, and it was very interesting. It was interesting to me because there's just so much of things that we learn every day, and I think it's important to you guys want to keep receipts for nonsense, man, but you gotta really, the learning is the key, man. What I do when I learn, I try to I listen and I watch, and sometimes I'll ask a question. I may ask an abundance of questions, but I don't debate it. I just like to see and learn things, and I do learn one thing about myself, that I just can't do political conversations. I can't do That's mainly that. I just can't. It just never goes right, and I get too it just puts me in a bad direction. You know what I'm saying? I think people need to know that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Wakanda. Shout out to Lonnie. Shout out to Lash Laurie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's one thing. You know what I mean? Other than that, I could discuss anything else. This topic here is probably a topic that I may be in this alone. Not just because I have a foot fetish, not because I have a hand fetish. I'm very big into hands and feet. And through this journey of being this way since a very young child, I got to the point now where I can tell what a woman's foot looks like just from looking at her face. It's crazy. Um, I can tell what nationality, um, you know what I mean, would not be in favor. And but this is not just about that. This is really about how important it is to, as a woman, to take very, very, very good care of your feet. And this is not just being pretty. This is about walking. You know what I mean? You're wearing shoes and being able to wear things that you don't have a limit. Um, I think what happens is that I remember this dudes that talk to me like, I ain't screwing her feet, so that you don't think about that. And you know what? It is a very, very big deal. And the reason why it's a big deal, women could agree with it. This is a conversation that has to be broken down in intervals. So y'all get an understanding, especially now because it's the winter time. You know what I mean? And this is the best time to cover up. And then when the summer comes, you want to be on point, and you want to wear what's accommodating to you. Um, I'm not sure how a lot of insurance companies cover it, but I'm pretty sure if there's an issue with your foot and you have a bunion, for example, and it's causing conflict, I'm pretty sure that it's covered. I'm pretty sure that is. Um, I don't think it should be acknowledged as what plastic surgery is. You know what I'm saying? Um, and again, we're going to talk about that. And if there's any concerns, any questions, um, I don't think most guys pay as much as attention to this as much as I do, but I'm not alone. And there's a lot of men out here that really have this Eddie Murphy, you know, uh, way of living. You know what I'm saying? And me, that shit could definitely, it could do damage. Meth was a mess here. Uh, it could definitely do some damage to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. I want to show y'all something, man, how important it is when people see images of etiquette. Because I was showing this video yesterday. We was gonna do it. I want to do this separately though, because yeah, as y'all know, talk shows, they're trying to get rid of all of them because they're totally unnecessary now. You know what I mean? Everybody got the internet, but just take a look at this man with Method Man before this is the Method Man I know. I'm gonna show you this is the Method Man I know.
I'd like to introduce you to Method Man. Before this hit single, I'll be there.
Check it out. Shorty, I'm there for you anytime you need me.
Remember this Tempest show?
When you in the ground, down for whatever. If you think that's forever, my lady, we can make one or make baby. That's what
Yeah. So, yeah, it was just funny how this shit just came in my algorithm, I guess, because what I was showing last night. But it's the Beth that we know, the hood Beth. So you know what I'm saying? So that's why I told you images. And believe me, as a director, I'm in the process now of literally looking for somebody to
Charlotte Allen. Charlotte. One time.
Oh, give him another round of applause.
Man, women be creaming. Yo, let me tell you something. A lot of y'all fellas, man, work on your looks, man. Work on being attractive, man, to a woman, because women go crazy. You know what I mean? Because there's so many ugly niggas that, and I mean, I'm not even being funny. There's so many ugly niggas. A lot of men don't know how to be attractive. Y'all just trying to get your weight up, but y'all niggas got to be appealing to a woman, man. Like, that shit is important. You know what I mean? You got to be appealing. And again, this ain't about man feet, because I ain't a fan of no man feet. We're not gonna get into none of that shit. Oh, we'll get back to that. Let me get to that clip of the Eddie Murphy with boomerang feet. Remember the Boomerang the movie? Boomerang feet scene. This is probably the most powerful scene I've ever seen in a movie in my life. This is.
I think I should take you home. I think it's best.
This shit right here was my shit. Hold on, let me get to this. This fucking movie. Oh my God, I love this movie so much. Anyway, this is the part of the movie I love the most. Oh shit. Yo, this shit here. Oh my, this is me. Oh shit. Let me just explain to you. This boomer, am I lying, Jay? I'm telling you right now, I haven't been right since this scene. I don't know how y'all made movies since and nobody made a scene like this since. This shit here, number one, I know he ain't lying because he's really like that. But I just want to know if that's Layla Rashawn's feet. If I interview Layla Rashawn, I want to know, was that your feet in the Boomerang movie? Now, mind you, let me just pause it a little bit because it wasn't super bad, but it's bad enough. Like, she ain't have no bunions, but she had corns, and then the feet wasn't done, and the nipple. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was a rendition, because if you look at the feet, it looks like a little AI thing going on around it. See how, like, See how it's black behind it? I think it's a drawing. I don't think those are her feet. I really don't believe those were Layla Rashawn's feet. But is there an interview that she's talking about that? You know what I mean? Because to me, I just can't imagine a woman with pretty feet to be single. You know what I'm saying? Like, feet is just like, oh. And in this movie, it confirmed that, like, why she was single, because it was like the feet was jacked up. Now, this is a jacked up foot, but it ain't ultra bad. Like, corns is bad, but you know what I mean? You don't have to have those surgically removed. A bunion, that's a problem. That's a problem. And I know one woman that got a bunion from wearing cheap shoes. I remember when she had pretty feet. And now she got that big knot there. Again, tap in on this. I've been reading up on it before I started this video. Some of it I'm starting to read is a genetic issue. The same way how I see, and again, don't take this personal, but it's the same way how women that, or black people, where we have, like, when we get cuts, we could get those bubble, what's those things, keloids, right? That's really a thing that runs in with us. There are a nationality of black women that tend to have better looking feet than others. I will admit that. But there's also a thing with Latin women too. And I feel that, like, women of certain Caribbeans have certain feet that's better than others, shit like that. I can tell the difference between Trinidadian feet, and I could tell the difference between a Brazilian woman's feet. You know what I mean? I can tell. And some of it's good and some of it's bad, but this shit, just look at his expression. Look at his expression. Look, because he looked at her. See, the look is, he looked at her like, how you this fine and your shit is jacked up, right? This is when Eddie Murphy was funny, yo. This was when everything was funny. Look, just look at watch how he moves this shit. Just watch how he moves this shit. Look at his face, because he's going to look at her like, bitch, how the fuck do you have these ugly ass feet? Watch, look at, and he looked at her. Yo. Oh my God. But I'll tell you before the video's up, before the stream is up, because I'm going to keep this one short. We're going to revisit this, but and I know a lot of women may take this personal. Please, please. It's a genetic thing, so don't take it personal. It's almost like I'm not really, I'm not good with man feet, obviously, because, you know what I mean? I ain't looking at no niggas' feet, but maybe you as a woman are good with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's something you're good with, and that's fine, and share it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jeff, I'm telling you. But look how he got out the bed. Like, he got the fuck out of here. Look at his face. Look, the nigga's leaving. I don't think those were her feet. I really don't believe it, but look how. Look at this shit. They don't make movies like this anymore, man. They just don't. Look at the actors. This shit was my shit.
But her feet were jacked up.
Were they?
Yeah, I pulled the covers back.
Yeah.
It's hammer time.
Now, I know guys that's like this. Like, they don't get it, but watch Martin.
She didn't know something was up. I seen her shoes had little bumps on the top of the shoes when I met her, but I thought maybe it was an old shoe or something. And you would never, ever think a woman that fine would have hammer time in her shoe.
That's real. That's real. You would never think a woman is that fine with it. Let me tell y'all something, man. It is very, very important for this to be addressed. And I think it's important for women to understand that, you be surprised, man. This shit could be fucking your dating life up, and you may not know it. You understand? And one thing I've learned, I'm going to tell you why it's an issue. Here we go. I hate to bring this up, and I haven't been watching it, so shout out to me. But when I was watching adult film, I never seen a woman in adult film with fucked up feet. You know what I mean? I never seen it. It's almost to the point where if there is an issue, they probably keep the heels on, shit like that. But I'm talking about a level of like yikes. But listen, the good news is technology can smooth all that out. You're so busy out here getting your faces done and your asses done. Like the only surgery you should be doing amongst that, and I know for a fact because there's bones and shit involved in this, and I know that there's a lot of medical insurances that will approve this. Work on your feet, man. Let me tell you something. Thank me later. It is important. Like, if your feet are busted, you need to ask somebody and say, what do you think? Because you may not know. You will be surprised that men wouldn't even tell you that. A lot of men would never tell you, but you see what he did? He went and told his friends. A lot of men, yeah. Now, he said, Chris says corns is a big deal. Corns ain't really a big deal. You could go to CVS and remove them shits. Corns ain't a big deal because corns could be removed. You could have a bad shoe and that could rub it. I mean, listen, as deep as I'm in the feet, Chris, that's that right, Lonnie. That movie is excellent, man. Oh my God. I'm not a real corns are not an issue because you can fix those, you know what I mean? Like, but a bunion, man, yo, that's different. Like women think, well, you can have a big foot and have a pretty foot. It all depends, and I feel that you should know the certain nail polishes you should wear. I believe the lighter the woman, the darker the polish. The darker the woman. It depends. It really depends. It really depends. You can't go by what a guy likes. You got to go by what's going to be accommodating to your foot. Because a lot of women may hear what a man likes, and then you may put that on your feet, and that shit just may not work. Like I love to see dark-skinned women in yellow nail polish. That shit's sexy. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, how do you know? Shout out to JTN. What up, bro? JMT. How do you know if your foot is busted? Now, there's this Iman thing. I don't know if y'all seen this Iman's feet. And let me see if I can find it. Iman. And this shit was like very disappointing to a lot of niggas because her shit is jacked up. Look at that shit. Iman the model. Now, I don't want nobody taking this personal, man, again. But what I've noticed is this. Majority of Latin women have beautiful fucking feet. However, the only woman in a Latin nationality that they feet are in question very much is Dominican. That's right. Dominican women, they feet look a lot like Haitians. Now, again, please don't take this personal. This is my opinion. You understand? I don't want y'all to take. Dominicans got the ugliest feet of all nationalities. They do. They're beautiful, but their feet are not. And the reason why is because just like Haitians, I don't think Haitian women have pretty feet, personally. And Dominicans forget that they're Hispanic Haitians. You understand what I'm saying? Right, Ken? I'm telling you, they don't. And that's why a lot of men that's in a Dominican woman, I can't take them seriously because they're not into the real intricate details of a woman. The next one, believe it or not, they should look a little like paused, but they all right, is Mexican. Mexican woman kind of like got the bear cub shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Their feet are okay. They're not pretty, but they're okay. They're usually wide a lot of times. They're wide. Sometimes, remember, it comes a lot from their demographics from home. You know what I'm saying? Walking on barefoot, rocks and shit. But a lot of Dominicans, sometimes their feet are very Mexicans' feet are very wide a lot. But those are the two nationalities of the Latins that definitely, you know what I mean? Like Cardi B don't got pretty feet. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans got pretty toes. Jennifer Lopez's feet is busted. It's not as bad as Iman, but she just doesn't have pretty feet. A lot of times when you have a small ankle and big feet, a lot of times a guy wouldn't even know your coordination, but he may think your feet are big. It's not that your feet are big, it's because your ankles are small. You know what I mean? And a lot of Caribbean women tend to have the feet that go with their landmark in their country. I'm not being funny. In other words, whatever your country's known to be, let's say you're Mexican, you probably walk barefooted a lot, and you know your ancestors did a lot. It kind of shows. You know what I mean? Like what happens is that men, for example, have rough feet because men are men. You know, men don't have a feminine looking foot. It's a whole different diameter anyway. Puerto Ricans have prettier feet than Dominicans, 100%. Overall, no question about it. They do. Dominicans, it's a dice roll. Cardi B's feet, you know what I mean? It just ain't it. They have like these big toes, like fat toes, and they have a small nail. They just don't have pretty feet. And a lot of their feet goes with your calf. You know what I mean? Like whatever from your knee down is the real key to a woman. Like if a woman was to send me a picture, I want to see what it looks like because she can't duplicate this. From the knee down, that's what matters. You can tell a lot about a woman's ass if it's real or fake just from looking at her calf. You know what I mean? So y'all could leave comments so we could address these. Iman got those mini LeBrons. Yeah, Yvonne's feet is how our feet get like, I don't know. I'm trying to find it out. I'm hearing a lot. Well, I know one side of it with bunions, it comes from cheap shoes sometimes. But I'm also, what I'm reading, a lot of this shit is genetic. They're born like that. Ken Thompson, Colombians, Puerto Ricans, and Venezuelans, all of them do. All the rest of them do. The only ones in the Latin culture that don't have the prettiest feet are Dominicans and Mexican. I would take the Mexican feet over the Dominican, though. You understand? Dominicans is a draw. You know what I mean? They have, how can I say this? There's something going on in the Caribbean countries and in Africa that show that there's a difference, and it kind of correlates with the temperature in their country. It's kind of weird. Like, in other words, right? Let me compare this to a car. It's like when you're in New York, the cars are going to be four-wheel drive, most of them, right? If you live in Texas with an SUV, you don't need it. You know, if you buy a car, an Escalade in Texas, chances are it's a two-wheel drive because there's a snow out there. If you buy an SUV from New York, believe me when I tell you, that damn frame of that car is going to rot one day because we have a salt problem here because it snows a lot. When Texas, cars don't rust because it doesn't snow. You understand? You got to know where things are from. If you, Jay said, what about Asians? Most Asians have incredible feet. Unless they're from Cambodia, then it starts getting a little rough because when they come from super poor countries, now you start seeing the wide feet and the fat toe. And it's almost like they make the feet for the terrain of, this is so fucked up what I'm saying. It's It's almost like the country makes the feet according to the terrain of the country. You get what I'm saying? It's like, again, like you see Asians, but you see them like, in a poor country like Cambodia. Cambodia, their feet's a little rougher versus somebody that's from China. And I'm not saying people in China are not poor either. It's just, it's a different terrain. And I think like once Cambodians are beautiful, but I promise you there's a form of wideness to that foot. And it's almost like they could handle walking through the terrain and tunnels and shit. I don't know. It's just crazy, but right. The human body adapts to the environment. But again, if you're born in Nigeria or Africa, your feet is going to be a lot different than somebody born here in America. It's a Black American. It's different. From my experience, Cambodian women are like the African of the Asian nationality, right? Philippines also, you know what I mean? Thailand, there's like a form of poor feet, right? So the Thailand feet, Cambodian feet, and Philippines a little rougher. You know what I mean? Philippines probably a little more lighter, but Thailand and Cambodia is rough in most cases. Right? That's why Asians are very big on foot culture. If you notice when you go to a nail salon, most of the Asian women doing your feet got pretty feet. They just do. Sometimes their feet look better than them. And, I think people should ask them, like, why is this such a big thing in their country that when they come here, Dominicans come here and do hair. That's why their hair always be on point. And anybody that gets hair done by Dominicans on point. But when you get your nails and pedicures, most of the time they're Asians. That's just their thing. I can't necessarily say that like white women, Italian women, they probably got better looking feet than Albanian women. When Albanians more of a rougher country, and then you have Russians where they kind of more got like a bony effect. Like, this shit is deep. So a lot of women, it's like looking at Kelly and Beyonce. You know what I mean? I don't think Beyonce has a pretty foot because Beyonce hides her African culture. I think Beyonce is like African, you know what I mean? I know they said that she's like from Creole or whatever, but Beyonce's family is like how I look at Usher and Future. Usher and Future are Haitian. They just don't, they hide it. And I feel that in this country, and I spoke to a friend about this morning. Again, this is my experience. I feel that whatever is not popular to people and people down it, they don't embrace it. So if you're Haitian in America, you don't embrace, especially women, they don't embrace it the way they should. The way somebody that comes from a country that's preferred. Like everybody loves a Dominican, so they caught up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Dominicans are proud, but then it's like, when it comes to the feet thing, this is more intricate. Ken Thompson said Asians don't play with their feet. That's what you see them. Yes, they don't. Lonnie said, even in the past, Asian history, mainly Chinese used to do foot binding as beauty standard. I'm telling you, they must look at Americans as disgusting. I know they do because they're the one doing the job. And sometimes a woman may think she got a pretty foot because she put nail polish on it and went and got a pedicure. That doesn't mean that. You may have a fair foot, you may have a decent foot, but you know what I mean? You may have a good enough foot for you to get home in those dollar flip-flops they give you when you get your shit done, and you may have to go home and put on mules. Open-toe sandals are not for women with bad feet. You can't have a bunion and wear open-toe sandals. That shit is crazy. Even Jeannie Mae. And Jeannie Mae is Filipino, I believe, right? That's what I told you. Their feet is in question. Because if Jeannie Mae was Chinese, her shit wouldn't look like that. Jeannie Mae's feet is toe up. Hold on. Where's that bad picture of her bunion? Look at this shit. Look at that to the far right. How is that possible? I told you that's a Philippine foot. That wide shit. So I think that's a DNA thing, man. That has to be in the genetics. A bunion, man, I tell you, man, if you have a man that's in the bunions, marry him. And if you have bunions, like, don't get it fucked up. Jeannie Mae she's a gorgeous, bro. Gorgeous woman. But that's a good shot there. This is a bad shot. I couldn't fuck with that. Yeah, it's something is different. There's some women out here, they feet is crazy. I think what you call it? What's that girl that married that old fuck I used to like? The one that's with the, she didn't marry him, but that's her boyfriend. She has incredible feet. You know, you listen, the true reality is listen, you could be a woman that's not even all that, but if your feet is crazy, trust me when I tell you that you could work on the rest. Because you know what it is with me? I've never seen an ugly woman with pretty toes. I never seen that. If she's busted in her face, if she's not busted in her face, excuse me. If she's busted, usually the feet go right with it. I'm telling you, man. You could look at a woman and say how her feet must look to, I'm not sure, maybe suspect. You would have to see it. Jeannie Mae is a prime example of that. And she needs to get that shit removed. That's a problem. She's too fine to have feet looking like that. Yeah, she's too fine for that shit. Hold on. Okay. I'll tell you another one. This is another one I'm concerned about. Steve Harvey's wife, Steve Majori, I want to say Majori feet. She has bunions. Look, her shit is terrible. Where's that photo of Majori's bunions? Oh, man, I can't find it. I know they had it up there. I was very shocked. There was a picture of her walking out, her and Steve, and they showed it. Hold on. She has a very bad bunion. I think she got it on one foot. And the reason why a lot of women don't get that shit done, because the process of that surgery, the recovery time is a bitch. They don't even want to fuck with it. But Majori, that to me is like Fat Joe with his leg. How you dress like that, nigga? You ain't even get your leg fixed. Like y'all gotta do real medical surgeries that matter. They're not showing it. You can see it a little bit here. They didn't zoom in on it, but her feet is fucked up too. Carucci, thank you, Lonnie. Carucci's feet, whew, God. Let me show you what a pretty feet look like. Her fucking fine ass. Her feet are beautiful. I'm not surprised. Even in a rough, God damn, that's a pretty ass foot. Like, she just got a perfectly fine feet. See what I mean? So a woman may have bunions and think on the right, like, I could wear shoes like these. Nah, you can't do that. That shit is fucking crazy work, man. These are perfect toes, okay? When you got perfect feet like that, you can do shots like this. You understand? Again, please don't let anybody get offended. I'm not offending you. I'm not trying to offend you. Please do not take it personal. I'm just saying these are the things you need to talk to your doctor about and work on that shit, man, in this dark storm. Like, get your feet fucking corrected if you can. Cause bunions, man. I mean, this is insane. That's a surgical, that's a major problem right there. That's something like a deformity. I do believe that bunions is like a form of deformity. It's like I really believe that. Um, you know, I have a friend of mine, a personal, friend. He became closer because he's one of my customers. But he was basically he's a podiatrist and he does surgeries. And this nigga is a beast. And we have these discussions, man. And he's like, the two things I wanted to be when I was younger, my horny ass self, was a GYN and a podiatrist, so I could look at women's toes. But then, once I realized I had to deal with certain women, I didn't say fuck the GYN. I ain't trying to get sick. And then when I realized I had to be a podiatrist for men, I'm like, nah, I don't want to look at no man's feet. That grosses me out. So you got bunions like this. This bunion is not bad, right? That's a bunion, but when I say it's not extreme, because the foot is not crooked. Okay? Then she got corns there. You know what I mean? Could I still fuck somebody like that? Yeah, I could. She got the little skeleton thing going on. But this is a bad foot. This is bad. That's bad right there to the right. That's bad. You know what I mean? And doctors could fix this shit. Like, you know what I mean? They can fix this. Like, let's visit some YouTube shit so y'all could do some research on this, as y'all call it, research. Okay, so we're gonna go to bunion surgery, before and after, right? And tell you how important this shit is, man. I don't know. I don't think too many men care about it, right? Let me see what she says.
Hi guys, it's a 5-foot doctor for ankle surgery practice in Houston, Texas. So, question that I've gotten asked, can I walk after bunion surgery? Well, the answer depends on the procedure that you get. If you get a fusion procedure where we have to fuse joints, a lot of the times there is a moment or period of time where you will not be putting weight at all, or you'll be putting only partial weight. It really only depends on the procedure that your surgeon and you and your surgeon have decided to go with. Now again, I put in some video where I said how you make a decision what procedure to pick depends on your requirement, your activity requirement, your home requirement, your job requirement, and things like that. So you may walk right after surgery if you have a minimally invasive surgery with hardware or even without hardware. And then some fusions, you may have to take some time to kind of rest a little bit before you start to put weight on it so you can allow for a good solid fusion. So it really only depends on the procedure you choose. If you have any more questions, leave them down below. Send me a DM. Hi guys, it's a 5-foot doctor for ankle surgery practice in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, so that these are things that you should get into. It's important. Shit is no joke, man. That bunion shit is. But let's kind of look at pretty feet, right? Let's kind of get a detail of what a pretty foot is.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. So
I'm telling you right now, just looking at this white chick, I know she got pretty feet. Just looking at her. I didn't see him yet, but let's see. I'm taking a risk. I'm taking a chance. Watch.
So I need to take her shoe off. I need to check your capillary refill in her toes. All right.
Oh.
I gotta do this one too, I guess. Okay. She has nail polish on her toes, but all right.
That's a pretty foot. You see what I mean? You see that curve? You see that arch? You know what I mean? There's a lot of niggas that probably watching that video will probably bust off just from her taking a sock off. See, look at all the men in the comments. The men are going crazy. Men, I'm telling you, there's a lot of niggas that's sick like me with this shit. I'm telling you.
Hey guys, what's your favorite goth fatty?
And today's a special day.
Today is our 1-year anniversary since I've been on Aesthetic Feet.
So what do you think of the Aesthetic Feet journey so far? And what do you think of your fans?
Okay, at first, I was like,
This is some freaky shit here. I want to see what she looked like.
summer collection.
Who's your favorite act that you saw at Warped Tour?
That's hard. I really love, like, reverse was pretty low. Closing on everyone inflatable mics down. I always had, like, the biggest crush on the singers who boys like girls. I got the best beat and the best playlist.
God, this is driving me crazy. And she one of them pop rocking bitches. Her fucking feet are beautiful. Hold on, let me look at hers.
Hi, welcome back to Car Questions. Today's episode is all about feet. So if you're not a fan, I'll see you next week. Let's see. The first question, when will you do an episode without feet?
Your feet are beautiful, darling. Tell you, white bitches be having some pretty feet. I ain't gonna lie. They do. Oh, she said she got a 16-foot. Hold on.
Guys, you won't actually believe what I found. You remember?
He's Russian. Their feet are hideous. As soon as I heard her accent, I don't even want to look and I want to throw up. White bitches, though, these white bitches be having pretty feet. Yeah. Hold on. There's a lot of feet fucking videos. It ain't just me. Told you. Hold on.
Okay, let me tell you about the time I had my feet worshipped. So, I just finished skating.
She looks like a crackhead though, but hold on. Feet are probably cute.
He's absolutely eating it up, or should I say, wants to be. Then I pull the other one off and stretch my bare feet right in his lap, wiggling my toes like there. Now tell me, is this better or worse? And he's grinning so hard, I swear his cheeks were about to...
I told you. Niggas is into that shit. They probably ain't into their feet. This right here is sexy.
These
Watch this.
shoes off and these socks off. And let's put on our gym shoes, these socks, and these shoes. So I hope you're ready. Here we go. Got one off.
Just taking them off is sexy. I don't know what else look like, so let's see.
We got the other.
Come on, bitch, take it off.
We got these cute Christmas socks. Here we go. Oh, they're so sweaty. Take them all off. One, two. Three.
I don't know. I gotta see the top. Nah, that shit like a stink a little bit. I don't know. She gave me a print like them shits really stink. Let me see. Those are beautiful. Those are beautiful. There's an Asian.
My friends, what you doing, her feet?
That's sexy as hell. Look at that. Look at them fucking toes. No, it's just too big. Hold on. She gonna take them shits off. This is what guys like to see. They like to see when y'all take them off. Just that part when you take the foot off. Watch that. This part right here. That part. Yeah. They're pretty. Those are pretty. Let's see another one. I know they do that shit in the parks a lot. Let's do it with black women. Let's black feet. You got to make sure you say woman because these fucking gay niggas is just nasty ass. We can get up here. Okay. Let me see what this one's talking about.
Now everybody's still minding their business.
One-on-one, impulses, get the best of.
I don't know if her feet look good, but it doesn't look promising. I don't know. Her shit may be a little sus.
2 weeks old. That's perfect. Yeah. Keep going.
Take this sock off, boo.
Ain't like that. You good? Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
Nah, that's okay. That's okay. It's all right. Her shit's is all right. Hold on. Let me see. It's a pretty. She know her pretty. Even with the wrinkles on the bottom of her feet, she got some pretty ass fucking feet. See what I'm saying? She got a big toe and all. She still got pretty toes. You understand what I'm saying? There's so many different looks to it. But if you look at her face, it was almost impossible. You understand? Let me see this one.
How do you feel about this whole entire experience from the
This
beginning?
entire experience has been amazing.
Perfect.
Just
me in my background.
a breakup in your relationships.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know about that one, but it's not bad. Not bad. This dude got a whole channel on this shit. He got a whole channel on this shit. Oh my God. I didn't think he liked hers that much because he wasn't really he didn't say too much. But let me see. I'm trying to find somebody with a real serious It's a sexy foot. Okay, this is from the top version. That's too much. No, they look good. They look good. She got a long toe. She got big feet, but it look better without the sandal. It's not too bad. Hold on. Let me see this sister here. That's fucking nice. Let me keep it a stack with you, man. Please don't take this personal, ladies and gentlemen, but Black American women got better looking feet than women in Nigeria. Nigeria probably got something's going over there with and not all the African continents and shit or countries, but something in Nigeria. There's something going on there, and I don't know exactly what it is, but at least the Nigerian women I know, I don't know what it is, but they all got bunions. Or if they don't, their feet are very rough, and I don't know why it is like that. This is sexy. Let me see if she... That's a pretty foot. That's a pretty fucking foot right there. And they're big. She got a long toe. The toe's a little long, but she got you know, that toenail. She could lose that long toenail. That don't look good. But she had pretty feet. Okay, this woman right here looks like she's African.
What happened?
Well, I was just sitting, writing in my journal.
Nah, she don't got pretty feet. She don't. Let me go to. I need to just go to his channel because then I could look at it and say, I could look at the. Well, I knew it. I could look at her face and tell. This guy got a whole channel, Scouting Soulful Stories. Wow, and he just goes around and interviewing women with pretty feet.
How often do you try new experiences?
Every day.
Every day, okay.
That's sexy. I like that.
Every
Old
day.
white bitch too. She got some fucking nice feet. Ooh, let me see when she takes it off.
Shoes and socks, yeah.
You got compression socks going on
Hey,
for the flight?
We don't
She got compression socks on. That's all right. Go ahead, sister.
judge. It's all good. One.
You could tell they don't stink either.
Yeah. Two. And
yeah.
Oh,
God.
Okay. Can you wiggle your toes for me like that?
Oh, shit.
All right. And then squeeze your toes in like this. Perfect. And then rub them together.
This is a freaky nigga right here. But he got 30,000 views off this shit. This nigga, I'm fucking with. I gotta follow this nigga. I don't follow nobody. I'm fucking with this. Hold on.
How has your mental health been since our last video?
Once again, as we talked, I've been great. Things are
Oh
going great.
my
I'm
God, these are nice. These are nice.
currently
She
studying
got
for
some
my
fucking sexy feet. Oh, black chick too. Yeah, she nice. This nigga's whole. I gotta do another live stream on this shit. This shit is crazy. How many videos did he got? 700 videos. Some of them shits is members only. Yep. He got members only on this shit. This nigga is no fool. So, Nate, what's the ugliest feet? I know some of my Nigerian women gonna be mad at me. I think Nigerian women there's something going on over there, a little crazy. And that's because I think it's a DNA thing. It is. There's got to be something. I don't know what it is, but something is going on over there. This nigga got a lot. Hold on. Let me see her. No, her shit was beat. It's dirty too. I know she got cute feet. Some motherfuckers you could just tell, like, yeah, shit's a dirty and all that. How do you do that?
Right, it's still cute. All right, wiggle your toes for me like so.
He got a foot fetish worse than me though. I can't take no dirty foot.
How often do you try new experiences?
You know, as of late, it's been pretty often. I've had some major life changes recently. I've gotten divorced and...
Yo. And they all taking their shoes off for this nigga, yo. Oh, shit. I need to get a channel like this. This would be my shit. Hold on. Let me see this, sister.
How often do you try new experiences?
I try to try new
My
experiences.
feet are nice and oiled up. Yeah. Y'all work on that shit. This dude ain't get his page clipped. Thought it was, I'm surprised. But again, his feet, they can't dead it. He got a lot of fucking videos, man. Hold on, let me see how this freaky chick.
How did we get to this present moment? What happened?
I was just trying to walk my little baby dog, and I got stopped to do a modeling.
Ooh, she got pretty feet.
I respect that. How often do you
Hood
try new
chick.
experiences?
She got some pretty fucking toes, man. He got everybody in here. Look, he got that's members only. You know why? Because she was pretty. She was real cute. Hold on. He got everybody. Old bitches, young. Hold on, this chick here.
Hello. How you doing today?
Doing well, for you.
I'm doing great. Hello. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well.
Nah, she's a bulldog. I don't like that. I don't like no dyke chick. Hold on. Yeah, this nigga's a problem. I fuck with him though. He's a creep, but this is neither. But they all cooperating. Hold on, she pretty.
I decided to do the interview as part of me just trying to a good feeling.
Pretty good feeling,
Yeah.
right? I know, right?
Oh,
and you can't try to point your feet towards the camera. Like that, yeah.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Oh shit. That's sexy. That is sexy as hell. She looking back at them shits. God damn.
Ain't worry about it. Boom, I got a Q reaction. I got the massage gun right here.
Oh my God.
Now, dynamite. Let's lock in there.
Now
Let's lock in there.
Oh shit. This nigga making them feel. I know they getting horny off that shit. Oh my God. I can't. I gotta yo, I'm gonna start a new YouTube channel. Fuck that. That's it. I got that idea. I'm starting a new YouTube channel.
Exactly.
It's not going to be like his, though. It's going to be different. Feet. You know how dope it'll be rolling up to somebody say, yo, I got a damn YouTube channel on woman feet? Women are going to be like, I want to sign up to that shit. I'm telling you.
Is everything all right at home? Yeah.
This nigga massaging their feet and all this. This nigga is a problem.
Oh, shit. Give me a couple seconds. I got to turn the camera this way.
Yo, look at her. Look at her face. That shit feeling good. Oh my God. I fuck with this. This is a dope ass channel right here. Wow. Look at her. She getting off. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her face. She's about to come.
She whipped their head back.
Oh shit, look at her. She came. Look at her. She's coming. I'm not even playing. Look at her.
I'm locked in there. The camera's still in the right spot. Come on there.
She's coming. Look at her face. She ready for that nigga to eat her pussy. Look at her. Oh shit. Look at her face, yo.
1, 2, and...
Oh my God. Oh shit. Yo, this shit.
It's more sensitive on this.
Nah, I don't think he knocking him down. He just getting it off right now. He just getting it off. I wouldn't have to fuck him with this. I just do all this. Oh shit! I gotta do this. I'm sorry. Look. He got all the toys. Look at her face.
A little bit.
Is she coming? Look at her. Oh. She just said, "You making me drip on myself." Did you hear that? Listen to what she said. Watch. Listen. She coming. Look at her. She came. Oh shit! I gotta stop this. She just, ladies, I'm sorry. This is the last day of my damn channel. That's it. From this day on, it's gonna be feet. No, I'm just playing. Oh my God. I'm gonna make a foot channel. That's it. Yes, I'm gonna pay the woman. Listen, this is what we do. We're gonna meet in the park. I'm gonna do this whole thing. We're gonna interview your feet. Okay? That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk to you later. Class is dismissed. I appreciate you all.
Oh! Yeah, what's up? Yeah.